Hey parents, before we jump in, I want to invite you to something happening right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. If you're a parent, we are hosting a night at Brasshorn Coffee Roasters on May the 21st to help you better understand your child's heart and how to respond when feelings show up, especially as the summer approaches. I'm going to be there, Dr. Chip Dodd is going to be there, and our team from the Voice of the Heart Center will be there. I would love to meet you, and you can find all the details in the show notes of this podcast. Now roll the music. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. This is Alex Currington coming to you from the Voice of the Heart Center. Welcome to the How Are You Feeling Today podcast, a podcast for kids and parents who have feelings. I'm really glad you're joining me today. Every time we're together, we'll check in on one very important question. How are you feeling today? Not what were you feeling yesterday or what do you think you'll feel tomorrow, but what are you feeling in this moment, right here, right now? Take just a moment, look into your heart, and answer the question. Am I feeling anger, fear, hurt, sad, lonely, shame, guilt, or glad? If you have someone in the room with you that you can share it with, look at them and name all the feelings that you have right now. If you're listening to this alone, think for a moment to yourself, who could I share this with today? After going through the morning routine, Theo would fly to the gathering pool where he would glide smoothly down with so much to see and so much to do. At the gathering pool, Theo always felt like he belonged. Theo, along with his friends Kai, Ellie, the turtle, the monkey, the chameleon, and the snake, would begin their day just catching up on the morning and what's been going on. The turtle would share about what it was like floating around the water in that big old shell. The snake would sometimes share about life without legs. Theo and Ellie would discuss flying together, and they would share with the others what it's like looking down at the jungle from high above. Kai would tell the others about being a tiger and the fear he sees in others when he turns the corner sometimes. The monkey would talk about swinging through the vines. He excitedly shared about the wind touching his fur as he swung across the jungle. Liam, the chameleon, would tell of all the amazing things he could see because other animals wouldn't even know he was there. He could use his camouflage to blend in with all of his surroundings. The animals would catch up for a while before jumping into one of their favorite games. One game they played was hide and seek. Theo, with his amazing eyesight, was the best seeker in all the jungle. He could see everything. Turtle was always hard to find because he would lower his head down into the water. Theo would have to look slowly around the entire pool, but eventually he could find him. Ellie was easy to spot because of the bright colors on her beak. The vibrant orange, yellow, and black stood out in the jungle against the green leaves. Ellie was usually hiding up in the trees somewhere. Kai was pretty stealthy, and his stripes helped him blend in with the tall grass. His stripes, however, were no match for Theo's eyes. The best in the entire jungle at playing hide and seek was the chameleon, Liam. Sometimes you could find Liam on the branch of a tree, blending in with the bark. He would usually be on a leaf somewhere, blending in with the green colors. While Theo was looking, he was having a really hard time finding Liam. He had found everyone else. Theo kept flying around the gathering pool and looking closely at all his usual spots, but he was nowhere to be found. He finally shouted to the jungle, "Okay, Liam, I have no idea where you're at. Please come out." What he didn't know was that Liam was blending in with the stripes on Kai's back. That's right, he was actually on Kai's back and using camouflage to hide. All the animals came forward to the gathering pool, and only Kai knew where Liam was at. Only Kai knew. All the animals came forward to the gathering pool. Only Kai knew where Liam was. Slowly, Liam started to reveal himself by turning back to his regular color, green. The friends shared a huge laugh together when Liam revealed that he was on Kai's back. When they would play hide and seek, Liam was extremely confident in what he was able to do and the gift of camouflage that only he had. However, there were some things that Liam could not do, as well as the rest of the animals. Some things that he really struggled with. Liam was a bit slow. He was not as agile as some of the others, and he could not travel far from where he usually sat on his own. He liked to stay close to the pool. In fact, Liam had quite a few limits. On some mornings when the animals would play a different game, Liam would feel shame because of his limits. He wondered if he was worthless because he couldn't do what the others could do. Kai decided to create a game where each of the animals would cross the slippery stones of the gathering pool. Kai could jump easily across with his big, soft paws. Theo flew across in a flash. Ellie, while a little bit slower than Theo, could fly across without any problems. The turtle took a bit more time getting across. Monkey had a perfect vine that he could grab onto and swing to the other side. Eventually, it was Liam's turn to cross the slippery stones of the gathering pool. He knew he was going to have a hard time with the task. He slowly moved up to the edge of the pool and looked towards the first stone. He noticed it was farther away than his legs could move. It looked too slippery to be able to use his grip on it. Crossing on the stones looked like it would be really hard. Liam felt like he did not belong anymore. He said to himself, "Everyone else can do this. I don't belong here right now." As the chameleon had these thoughts, he slowly started to change his color to blend in with the environment around him. Kai and the others could no longer see Liam as they usually could. Theo hovered low over the gathering pool, his wings moving slowly until he rested near where the chameleon once was standing. "You don't have to disappear," Theo said gently. "We are right here." Liam's colors started to flicker. Kai stepped closer to the stones and sat down near the water. "Let us help you," he said. "None of us are the same. We all need each other." For a moment, no one moved. Then Liam's skin softened, not into stone or shadow, but back into a familiar green. "I don't think I can do this by myself," Liam said quietly. Kai lowered himself into the water, his back steady above the stones. Theo flew just above them, watching closely. Liam climbed onto Kai's back, no camouflage this time. Step by step, they crossed the gathering pool together. Theo circled once overhead. "You're doing it," he said. "I've got eyes on you." When they reached the other side, Liam stepped down and stayed just as he was. Green, seen, and part of the group. Theo landed nearby. Kai shook the water from his fur. Liam smiled. "Thank you for helping me." Kai nodded. "Anytime." Theo added, "We're glad you're here." The gathering pool grew quiet again, not because anyone was missing, but because everyone belonged. Healthy shame is a feeling that lets us know that we cannot live life alone, and that's all right. Shame reminds us that there are some things that we just might need help with. You feel healthy shame when you make a mistake, you need help, you don't know all the answers, or maybe when you ask questions. Sometimes when you feel healthy shame, you might not want to talk with other people. You might ask for help, or you might keep our mistakes a secret. All these statements about healthy shame are about your need to depend on other people and God. Sometimes we might feel a different kind of shame that does not help us. This shame is called toxic shame. Toxic shame tries to trick us into thinking we're not good enough, or that people won't like us when we make mistakes or have needs. We start to feel like it's bad to ask for help, that when we need help, we're actually weak. This kind of shame says that we have to work really hard to be loved instead of being loved just for being ourselves. Healthy shame reminds us that we are limited and our worth does not change, even when we have limits or make mistakes or just need help. When is a time that you have felt like Liam, the chameleon? Kids and parents share together about a time you felt shame. This would be a time that you needed help with something or realized you were limited. Maybe you needed to ask a question about something you weren't so sure about, or you didn't do something exactly right. If you would like, pause this podcast and share with each other. Shame is your heart saying, "I need help." When we feel healthy shame, we can find the guidance and support that we need. Let's play a game called What Do You Need? This game will help you practice some healthy shame. I'll call out some scenarios, and I want you to let me know, and whoever is in the room with you, what you might need. Once you have a chance to answer, I'll offer a couple of options of things or people that you might need. All right, let's do it. Number 1, you're trying to lift something really heavy, but your arms are just not quite strong enough. What do you need? You might need someone to help you pick it up or move it, or you might need a tool that makes it easier to pick up that heavy item. All right, number 2, you're trying to tie your shoes, but no matter how hard you try, they won't stay tied. What do you need? You might need someone to show you how to do it again. You might need to slow down and talk through the steps. You might need to practice. Number 3, you're doing homework, but you don't understand the question at all. What do you need? Here's some things you might need: someone to explain it to you, a short break, or you might need to ask a question to your teacher, a parent, or someone else that might know how to do it. Number 4, you've been playing all day long. Maybe you've been outside, maybe you've been playing hide and seek like Theo and his friends and Liam, and you're feeling tired and slow. What do you need? You might need rest, water, you might need some food, or you might need a break. Number 5, you want to join a game, but you don't know how to ask. What do you need? You might need the courage to jump in. You might need a friend to notice and invite you into the game, or maybe you need help from an adult. Number 6, you're building something, and it keeps falling apart. What do you need? What about help from someone who might be able to build support for your item? You might need to take a minute and try again later, or maybe you need a new idea and just need to try a different way. All right, a couple more. Number 7, you're scared and your body will not stop shaking. What do you need? You might need safety. You might need someone you trust to be close to you, or maybe reassurance. Number 8, everybody else can do something, but you can't. What do you need? This sounds kind of like Liam from our story. Maybe you need someone to stay with you, or someone to teach you how to do the thing that they can do, or maybe you need time to practice what feels really hard to you right now. Number 9, you hurt someone's feelings and aren't sure exactly what to do. What do you need? You need some guidance and a chance to say you're sorry. Number 10, You're working on something really important to you, but your belly keeps rumbling. What do you need? You need food, or just a big old snack. Well done. Remember, it takes a lifetime to learn how to live. Shame reminds me that I am human, that I am not God. Every limit you face is an invitation to seek help and friendship that you need, and every need is a way back to each other. Thank you for telling the truth about the times that you felt shame. When you feel shame, you can tell someone you love how you feel, admit your mistakes or weaknesses. You can try again. You can read stories about other people and what they learned from their mistakes and weaknesses. And you can learn how to accept the way God made you. Before we go, here's one more thing you can do together today. Find a quiet moment to sit down with someone you love and draw a picture of a time you felt shame. You don't have to explain it all, just draw. Then, if you would like, take turns sharing your pictures. If you want to share it with me, you can email it to me at alex@vothcenter.com. That's alex@vothcenter.com. You can also find resources for today's podcast at howareyoufeelingtoday.net. There you will find coloring sheets featuring Theo, Kai, Ellie, and of course, Liam, the chameleon. You will also find a reflection guide that is made to help families talk about shame together. Again, that is howareyoufeelingtoday.net. And parents, all this information will be written for you in the show notes of this podcast. You might be surprised at how much shame can help you find the people who can offer you the help and community that you need. This has been the How Are You Feeling Today podcast, a podcast for kids and parents who have feelings. Thank you for sharing your heart, and until next time, keep heart.